Hey, what's up, guys? I wanted to give you all a quick rundown of some of the gear that I use for my hog hunts, especially in the hotter months as we're approaching summertime. The weather down here gets real hot, and so I just kind of wanted to give you a rundown of what gear I use and what keeps me comfortable in the field. Starting off with pants, I run the First Light Trace pant. It's a super lightweight pant made for hot weather. It's got side vents on the thigh, on the outside of the thigh. It's very lightweight material. It's got another vent here on the inside of your thigh. And this is a great pant. I've worked in these pants in the summer months, guided, hunted. This is an awesome pant. It's one of my favorites. As far as the top goes, I run the First Light Wick hoodie in the First Light Fusion color. This is the long sleeve hooded version. If I'm hunting off the ground or anything like that, this is kind of what I go with. Um, if I'm not hunting off the ground and I'm hunting in the tree stand for pigs specifically, I'll run the short sleeve shirt. If I'm in the shade, keeps me cool. But it's a super lightweight merino material. It doesn't stink. It's antimicrobial, which is a good benefit, and it's also a really good base layer setup as you build your layering system for colder weather hunts later on in the year. Merino is hard to beat for that. So that's the tops and bottoms that I use. Boot wise, I'm running the Lacrosse Ursa ES. This is their early season boot. It's non-insulated. It's got a good lace system down to the toe, so you can kind of manipulate how you want that boot to fit you. I have an aftermarket Superfeet hiker insole in there. These are waterproof. They're very lightweight. They have a foam midsole and the Vibram outsole on them. So awesome boot. I will be using these for everything, even elk hunting this fall in Colorado. So great boot. Y'all should check them out. There's like no break-in time with these at all either. They're super comfortable. So highly recommend them if you're on the market for a boot. Good price point too. So check those out. A good piece of gear that's usually overlooked is a good headlight. This is the Peaks headlight. I got the green one. Um, Super good battery life. I mean, this thing lasts forever. It's rechargeable. It's very dependable. It's beat any other headlight that I've ever used. Like that's the truth of it. I really really like this. Something you can count on when you're tracking game or getting back to camp or doing chores around camp or anything. It's a heck of a headlight. I highly recommend these, even for camping use or anything like that. You can't go wrong. It's worth the money. For my optics setup, I run the FHF fob bino harness. Um, Keep a bunch of little gear around on this. I have a Windicator pouch here. I have a rangefinder pouch with my Vortex rangefinder in there. My Vortex binoculars, 12 by 50s in here. I keep extra blades, zip ties, my knife, a pen, all kinds of stuff in this front pouch. Sometimes some turkey calls, depending on the season, and that all fits right here, right at my arm's reach. It's a staple piece of equipment for hunting in all aspects, but this is what I use for hog hunting especially. And you cannot go wrong with a good bino harness. And then lastly, for defense, when you're going after a hog or anything like that, this is the Invader Concepts guide holster. Um, this holster is pretty badass. So it allows you to wear a bino harness with it. And so you throw it on, and essentially your firearm sits right here at your stomach. So your bino harness will sit right here. It'll sit right below. So everything is in hand's reach right here. You're ready to go. So you're tracking a hog, you're tracking any kind of game. You know, it's good to have it right here. It stays out of your way. It's just right here. It's a comfortable position. I highly recommend these guys. They're American made out of Montana, I believe. And then for my firearm, I have the Glock 43X MOS 9 millimeter. I have some critical defense rounds, and those is what I carry. This is also my everyday conceal carry. Um, but I really like this setup. I'll take this everywhere with me, especially hunting Colorado, hunting here in Texas, wherever it goes. This is an awesome piece of equipment. They make another style that just sits like this. You can kind of use it in conjunction with a bino harness, but um, it would just be kind of under the bino harness and off to the side. So I just think for my application, this is the way to go. I really really like these. So this is something to check out as well. And that's it, guys. That's kind of what I'm using on these summertime hog hunts, this early spring stuff. A lot of it's pretty universal. I mean, the merino stuff can be a base layer as I build my warmer weather setup and or my cooler weather setup, and as the temperatures drop, I'll layer that up as well. But I've used this type of gear for a long time. I know it works. It's worth the money. But that's my setup for hog hunts.